Okay. So under half-wave rectifier, the next topic that we will discuss is transformer utilization factor. Okay. So the definition for transformer utilization factor, it is the ratio of DC power delivered to the load, okay, to the transformer secondary power we have to consider. Okay. Right? Transformer you have primary, secondary, isn't it? At the secondary windings of the transformer, what is the AC power? Okay, we have to consider. We know very well that the circuit diagram for half-wave rectifier is this one. Okay, this is the circuit diagram for half-wave rectifier. What is the voltage signal here? What is the voltage signal here? Vm sin omega t. Okay, we have seen this many times that the voltage signal there is Vm sin omega t. Right? Okay. Now, see, when we say power at the transformer secondary, okay, AC power at the transformer secondary, what we will consider is, okay, what will be the AC power here? Very easy. We have to take, okay, AC power is voltage into current. Okay, power is voltage into current. So the AC power here will be AC voltage multiplied by AC current. Simple. Clear? So AC power, okay, at transformer secondary. Okay, first let us complete the numerator. What will be DC power delivered to the load? Already we have seen many times. IDC square into R. This is, I hope everybody knows, as it is from what we have seen in the previous steps we are taking. Clear? What will be AC power at transformer secondary? Just now we have seen that AC power is voltage into current. Okay? AC power is AC voltage into AC current. Simple. Okay? When we say AC voltage, which value we will take? Same old question. AC means which one? Average or RMS? RMS. Okay? So what we will take? We will take VI RMS, okay, multiplied by, now we have been discussing, okay, in the previous classes that there is only one current, there is only one loop, so there is only one current, right? Whether it is the load current or whether it is the current through the transformer or for example the current through the diode, all are the same, which is simply we called previous case as, so what should I write here? I, okay, right, I will simply write it as IRMS, okay, because see, simple. Power is voltage into current. Clear? But we need to consider power at transformer secondary. Okay? So what is that? Okay, we have to take the power here, transformer secondary. So VI RMS. Okay? Power is voltage into current. The voltage here, VI RMS. Okay, right? AC, we will take only RMS. Okay, That is the reason we are taking RMS, RMS. Clear? Right. Now, VIRMS, how much is it? Okay, first of all, what is IDC? Earlier we calculated IM by IDC for earlier. What was the steps? What is IM by 5? Okay, IM by 5 whole square RL. This you have seen in the previous class, right? By VIRMS, RMS value of sinusoidal signal. Yes. Vm by RMS value of sinusoidal signal. Very important question. RMS value of sinusoidal signal. Come and sit here. First way. Come and sit. See. RMS value of half wave signal is Im by 2. I am asking full sinusoidal signal. I have fallen, I derived also. Okay, what is wrong with you today? Vm by root 2 is correct. Okay, right? So Vm by, all this is already there in your notes. Clear? All this is already there in your notes. You have to be alert. Then, into what is IRMS? How much is that? This is correct. Okay. IRMS is Im by 2. All these values are already there in your notes. Okay. Right? We are just taking everything. DC power. This is already there in your notes. Clear? AC power, power is voltage into current. So AC voltage, right? But we are taking at this transformer secondary. We already named it as VI. Okay? We are already calling this as VI. So VI RMS into only one current. Okay? So simply IRMS. We are not taking any other term because current is only one. Right? Okay? Then this is also there in your notes. Vm by root 2. Clear? RMS value of a sinusoidal signal. This is also there in your notes. There is only one current and the current flows like this because of the on and off of the diode. Okay? And that IRMS is Im by 2. This is also there in your notes. So, if you simplify, how much you will get? Okay, anyway, few more steps are remaining. So what can we write this as? We can write this as, okay, TF is equal to, okay, we can write it as 2 root 2 by 5, isn't it? There is 2, there is root 2, okay. So this we can bring at the top. So 2 root 2 by, again, pi square. Okay, pi square. Here, I will take it out. Then what are we now? Im square RL by Vm. What is Im that we got in previous case? Vm by, okay. We know that. Again, this is there in your notes. RS plus. Okay. What can we neglect in this? Neglecting these two terms, can we neglect? Okay. Neglecting RS and RF. Right? Diode forward resistance very low. Secondary resistance of the transformer very low. Okay, we can neglect. We have seen values also. Check. So, we can write Vm as, okay, we can write Vm as Im into Rm. Neglecting these two, so only Rl is remaining, cross multiply, have, why we are doing this? Because if you get Vm, now it is easy to simplify. That is the reason we are doing this. Clear? Okay. So TUF is equal to, now this Vm we are going to substitute here. Okay. This Vm we are going to substitute there. So TUF is equal to by pi square, okay, into Im square RL by Im, okay, let me write like this, into Im, right? So RL will get cancelled. Im square again Im. This will become Im square. So Im square by Im square. This will also half. So what is 2 root 2 by 5 will remain? What pi square? What is the value? What is the value? Yes, calculator, tell me what is the value? Correct. 0.286. Everybody getting the same value? Yes? Right? Okay. So, now, lower the value means the transformer is not utilized properly. Okay? Transformer, from the name itself we can understand. Transformer utilization factor. Okay? If the value is low, it indicates that the transformer is not utilized properly. Okay? Clear? Okay, this side can I erase? Anybody writing this? Anybody writing this? Raise your hand. Okay, anyway, we'll take attendance. $54, $55, $56, $57, $58, $59, $59. Coming. Huh? Where is? Okay, when you ask him to meet me when he comes. 59. 60, 61, 61 absent. 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 66 absent. 67 absent. 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 89 absent. 90, okay, 90, 91, 92, 92 absent. 93, 93 absent. 94, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, A0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 absent, A7. Absent is 59, 61, 66, 67, 74, 75, 92, 93, 94, A7. Anybody present in this? Game lane? Okay. What is the number? Number 92. 5 minutes ago. Okay, next topic is peak inverse voltage. Okay, right? So this is the maximum reverse voltage that appears across the diode. Okay, peak inverse voltage is the maximum reverse voltage that appears across the diode. Okay, very simple. The maximum reverse voltage that appears across the diode. Clear? Okay. Right. So far, we have been discussing that one of the application of diode is a switch. Right? Okay. So first, let us discuss what happens when switch is on, switch is off. Okay. See. Now, here, okay, for example, let us take the case, let us take this particular case where we have plug point, okay, where we have plug point or AC mains, and then we have switch, okay, and then we have, say, a fan connected. Let us take this case, right? So this is like father, okay? This is like two sons. Okay, I will call S1, S2. This is like father. Okay? Now, when switch is on, what is the voltage across the switch? Voltage across the switch when switch is on. On. Direct connection without any resistance. On. Okay? Right? Resistance is 0. Voltage will be what? V is equal to IR. Resistance is 0, voltage is 0. Switch is on, voltage across the switch is 0. Clear? So what happens when switch is on? The entire, okay, this is 230. 230 volts that we are getting from supply. When switch is on, the voltage here is 0 volt. Okay? Father, two sons. This son is not taking any voltage. So what will be the voltage across the fan? Entire 230 volts will go across the fan. Clear? That is what is happening when you switch on. There is no voltage drop across the switch. The entire voltage passes on to the fan. Clear? Now let us take the second case. Okay? Let us take the second case when off. Okay, here it was on. Now I am taking switch off. Now when switch is off, what is the current here? Switch is off, no connection. Will there be current? Current is 0. Okay? Right? Hello? Bring your notes and come here. You. Bring your notes and come here. Fast. Others no laughing please. Okay? This is your career. Okay? This is your life. Why? Stand here. Okay? After the class you will come. After the class you will come. You don't have anything and you are simply laughing. Any doubts, raise your hand. Okay, we will clarify. Don't ask friend or anything. Clear? Right. So, no current. See, this is like load. Fan, tube light, all these are like load. Okay, right? In our lab, we are taking some load resistance RL. Okay, for example, we are taking resistance. Practically, these are the loads. Fan, okay, tube lights, whatever you are connecting, these are the loads. Now, what is the voltage here? What is the voltage here? Tell me. Why? The voltage here is 0 volt. Correct. Why? Current is 0. So, irrespective of whatever the value of RL, the voltage is 0. Right? So, where does the voltage appear? Now again, father, two sons. This is like father. Okay? S1, S2. Fan is not taking any voltage. So the entire voltage will appear across the switch. Remember this. Okay? Right? When switch is off, the entire voltage will simply appear across the switch. It will appear there. It will be there. Okay? Now, when diode is off, when will be the diode off? In which condition? Forward or reverse? In reverse bias condition, the diode is off. Right? Okay? So, what happens there is a chance that the entire voltage will appear across the diode. We have to study that concept because if that voltage is too much, that will damage the diode. That is what we will be, that is the reason we are studying this concept of, right, peak inverse voltage, which is the maximum voltage that appears across the diode when it is reverse bias. Clear? Or when it is off. Clear? When switch is off, the entire voltage appears across the switch. Right? So the maximum voltage appears across the diode when the diode is in off condition or reverse bias. That is the peak inverse voltage. Okay. So, tell me what will be the peak inverse voltage here. We know very well what is the waveform. Waveform of Vi, we know very well. Okay. This is Vi, Vm. Clear? What will be the peak inverse voltage? Anybody? This is Vi. Okay? You know under forward bias condition, diode is on. Reverse bias condition, diode is off. Here? Just tell me what will be the peak inverse voltage here. Yes? For half wave rectifier. Yes? Okay, let us see. Under reverse bias condition, right? Under reverse bias condition means which half cycle should be considered, positive or negative? Negative. Okay? This one we have to consider. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes time. Think and tell me what is the value for Vm fast. So option is 61, 67, 74, 75, 92, 94, A7. Okay, anybody ready to answer? Yes? 0. How? Are switch is off, the entire voltage is across the switch. Okay? Which case the switch is off? Reverse bias. So, under reverse bias, what is the voltage? Peak inverse means only maximum reverse voltage we will consider. Right? So, Vf. Okay? Right? You know already it is reverse bias. So, need not mention minus again. Clear? Simply Vm. Isn't it? The entire reverse voltage will appear across the switch. We have discussed. That's why I explained all this. So, what is the entire reverse voltage? Okay, the maximum is Vm. Magnitude we are taking. Okay, maximum Vm. Clear? So the peak inverse voltage for half wave rectifier, how much? Vm. Okay. Very, very important. The same thing we will consider even for the next full wave rectifier also. Very important. Same logic we will use. Okay. So what are the logic that we used for half wave rectifier? The same logic we will use for full wave rectifier also. Okay. Right. Any doubts so far? So the next topic that we will discuss is full wave rectifiers. Anybody writing this? Raise your hand.